And then what else is there? And so I had to kind of pay attention to the other things that I was good at and that I cared about. And because I was in JROTC and I took that seriously, I gave myself a window into another world, and the leadership responsibilities that I had going through that, and then the physical challenges that came from that, the relationship and community building that came from that, all made me kind of interested in joining the military for myself. So I applied to both the Air Force Academy and to West Point. The Air Force Academy was smart, and they offered me the 5-year option of going to the prep school beforehand. And I was like, who in the hell wants to go to school for 5 years? Right. So I was a direct admin into West Point.
Did you go out there to see that campus?
I eventually got stationed in Colorado. No,
but did you go see the campus beforehand? Because I didn't know that it was where it was at.
Yes.
Yeah.
When you hear academies, and when you hear that word, eventually it's like the second step from prison, is what most people think. When I was in high school, that's what I thought. I'm like, it's like being in the military for it's in those walls and the gray and all that stuff like that. But let me tell you something. The Air Force has it right. And I tell every person I run into, they're like, hey, I want to be a SEAL or I want to be a Ranger. I'm like, join the Air Force. And they think I'm joking about that. And I'm freaking not. I mean, they take care of their people. It's the funniest thing. Like when Rangers and SEALs walk in somewhere, man, and there's an Air Force base, you can't believe the difference. It's like coming back home. It's like going to the mall or something out in the middle of the desert. It's the weirdest thing you've ever seen in your entire life. I thought it was a mirage the first time I saw one of them.
Yeah.
It's great. It's great. All right, go ahead. Sorry.
So maybe even though what you're talking about is like, so I did end up going and visiting West Point. So I had accepted to go to West Point on the 4-year option instead of the 5-year option. And I went and visited the academy. I'd never been up to New York before, and I'd never been to West Point before I went to school. And walking onto that campus, it's really actually driving on with my mom. I just had like an overwhelming sense of like calm. And I was so blown away by the history, and you've already mentioned the views and everything else. It's like, wow, this is a really special place.
It is.
And I have to go here. Like I'm supposed to be here.
It feels
so
like
that was a good, like, probably for the first time in my life, because I'm a crazy planner and I'm always, trying to figure out like the next move. That was probably the first time in my life that I felt like, this is the answer. Like I need to do this. So that was important.
That's a good way to say that, though, because there is a secure feeling when you pull up there. Yeah. I felt that too. Like, man, I feel safe around here. First year, did you ever stay in restriction? What's it called? What do y'all do when y'all get out in the quad and have to march in your uniform? Did you ever have that happen to you?
Walking hours.
Thank you.
Yes.
I know you did that if you were a Ranger and an Apache pilot.
And some people call it tours.
Tours, right? Yeah, tour duty. Yeah.
Walking the yard, and yes, I have walked hours.
That's awesome.
What do you have to do that for?
Infractions.
Doing something other than the rules, right?
Yeah, breaking the rules. It's basically like, hey, if you're gonna not take our rules seriously, we're gonna waste your time. So you walk back, and it's literally hours walking back and forth.
Like in a courtyard, in your uniform, right? With your rifle.
With your rifle in a really uncomfortable uniform in the middle of the area. So
the dress. You guys have to dress up for that with your hat, correct?
Yeah.
Sometimes during the holidays, don't they make y'all march during the holidays? Or if you really hook it up, like in the Naval Academy, they get the anchor man, they get the black anchor if they screw up real bad.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about the Air Force Academy. They keep that stuff top secret. But
you know what
I'm talking about? But my buddies from the especially the SEALs, they tell they were, you knew those were the guys that were messing up all the time. Mm-hmm. They all wind up in the same spot.
Yeah.
And I think they know, the head shed knows that when we're coming through. They're like, all right, we know what's happening with these girls and guys, man. They belong over here. That's cool. All right. So did you go in wanting to be a rotary wing or a fixed wing? Or did you just want to go to college there and then find out while you're in there?
So I definitely went, so I definitely did not go because of my, intellectual prowess. I went on my leadership and physical fitness abilities. Not that I didn't meet the requirements educationally, but
they teach that there.
that was not my strong suit. But I went like really gung ho. I was like, man, I wanted to be in some sort of like service industry. So I thought I was going to go and try to do the medical thing and go to medical school. I got there and met my classmates and I was like, oh yeah, there's actually geniuses that got into
you can't, hey man, they're amazing nerds that go there. I mean, we have every type that show up there.
That's right. And we need them.
Yeah, we need them. We need them.
They showed up. But they gave me a reality check. That is not me.
Yeah. So. That's not my lane either, right? I get that. No, we have them. I mean, when you walk into their room, they're like, obviously I was the jock. I have to be outside with the SEALs and everybody else. You guys do. And they're badasses in their field. They really are.
Exactly. So I call those were the 10-pound brain.
Yeah.
They're doing this stuff over here. And I was I have some different skills. I'm just going to, I'll be outside.
10-pound brain. Is that what y'all call it? It's 8 pounds in the Navy. We're lighter.
This is the Team Never Quit podcast. So buckle up, Buttercup.